And we're back for the last father-son podcast of the trip. How was the trip for you, man?
Really good. I liked it. It was the best trip so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your highlight of the trip? Give me two or three highlights, and then tell me what your favorite part was.
Oh, 2 or 3 highlights first. Sports podcast.
First and 10 with 11-year-old?
Wasn't it First and 10 with Forrest Dent?
Yeah, but I like First and 10 with 11. Mm-hmm. First and 10 with 11. I think that's a cool name.
First and 11. First and 11 with Forrest Dent.
Yeah, that's good. First and 11 with Forrest Dent. I like it. We'll go with that. All right, so that's one of your highlights.
Escape room.
Okay.
And Dr. Kroll's.
Dr. Kroll's.
And then my favorite part was this podcast.
All right, the father-son podcast.
Yeah.
What were some of your least favorite parts of the trip?
Atlantic City.
Mm-hmm.
The last few mornings, like the last week of mornings.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that's about it.
Yeah, you were staying up a little bit later.
Mom. Yeah.
Yeah. And what was the last one?
Not having mom around.
Yeah. I would say the highlights for me this trip was taking a whole day off from work and spending it with you, going to Dave & Buster's.
Oh yeah, that was really good too.
That was probably my favorite day. And we ate to Dave & Buster's, and then we did the gym, and we did the podcast.
Wasn't that the first day of the podcast?
No, that was the first weekend of your vacation.
So it was like the 5th or 6th.
Yeah, it was into the podcast. I've really, really enjoyed doing this podcast with you.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a highlight for me of the trip is getting to know you, hearing your voice and putting this out for you, having discussions with Mustafa about what we talk about, All this stuff has been great. It's been really fun for me. Watching you go to death camp has been cool. I would guess another highlight would be the Father-Son podcast. I don't know if I said that or not. I probably did, but my highlights would be Dave & Buster's, the Father-Son podcast, maybe eating at the hot dog diner that one day with that guy there, that weird guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was, I don't know why that just sticks out in my mind. I had a good time that time. We were just hanging out. Watching Lost in Space with you over the last week while you've been rubbing my back for me. I really appreciate all the back rubs. The back rub is much better than the show. But Lost in Space has turned out to be pretty good, although it's nothing like the show that I grew up with and some of the listeners did.
It doesn't look or sound like...
It's not campy at all. It's definitely a sci-fi adventure kind of show.
I think it's cool, though. Like, I haven't watched the old ones, but I like the new ones. But I feel like they're different. They're definitely different from what it used to be. Like, a lot of things are different.
Now that Mom is not going to be able to listen to this before she gets home, we've also done a boatload of cleaning around the house. You've been helping me out every day, but I put hours and hours and hours and hours into cleaning this whole house up. At least the upstairs. We still got to work on the downstairs. While Mom's gone on the next trip, we're going to do downstairs. I'm going to try and take care of the kitchen while you guys are gone, too. I did not do well in the kitchen because I was up here trying to work. There's only so much I can do. I am in fight camp, so I only had so many hours every day. But hopefully Mom likes it when she gets home. She might not, though, because we did get rid of some of her stuff. And
no, we didn't.
Yeah, I threw out some stuff.
Like what?
Like some old books and some old toys and just some stuff, some stuffed animals.
We did find a BB gun.
Oh, we did find a BB gun while we were cleaning up all the stuff?
And I explored your football cards.
Yeah, Forrest found my football cards that were up in the attic because we put all the stuff that we didn't have any room for downstairs. We put a bunch of it, we boxed it and put it up in the attic.
The second attic trip was a highlight, too.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. What else? Anything else? I have my phone still on.
Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah, I said that too, but I didn't know if that was a highlight for you. That's not always a highlight for me. Actually, the best part of Sunday Fun Day for me is actually talking with Mustafa. Yeah.
It's not that fun for me because I feel literally like dead after Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, usually it would just, yeah. So talking is kind of like draining.
Yeah.
But usually, usually like after I stop doing something for a while that's exercise related, like it depends on how long it is, but usually it only takes like 5 to 10 minutes for me to recover from something
Uh-huh.
completely, or even just a couple minutes, and I'm back to normal basically, or at least that's what I think. Because last I think during the school soccer games, I felt better. I felt like normal again after a few minutes, and I could basically sprint back to the other side of the field
Mm-hmm.
after the game. So either the games weren't either the games weren't very much of an exercise, or my stamina is getting better. I hope it's the second one.
Nothing is exercise like Sunday Fun Day, dude. It is not a joke at all.
No, it takes me like 20 minutes to recover.
Yeah.
Like, and not even really completely, because sometimes you still hurt after it.
Yeah, it usually takes me 2 or 3 weeks to recover.
I did find out something new about like injuries that we could that we're probably sustaining a lot.
What do you mean?
So you know on the compression knee sleeves that you got,
Yes.
it said that it can help with runner's knee and jumper's knee, and I didn't know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked it up, and it's a knee pain disorder, where it's basically a broad term for knee pain. And I think that most athletes or at least me and you, like, our knees get bothered from stuff like that.
Right.
So it's usually from overuse or
Mm-hmm.
awkward position, like awkward form and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't think there's really anything like a disease, unless you didn't know you had arthritis
Mm-hmm.
or tendonitis. I think it's
It'd
called.
be hard not to know that.
It would, but like, if you got it in between a doctor's visit and the next, then you could not know. You could just think of it as knee pain that you have, and you wouldn't really know what it is.
I guess. There's a lot of injuries go undiagnosed when you're an athlete because you really just don't go to the doctor. Because everything's gonna hurt when you're doing what we do.
Yeah,
It's just how it's gonna be.
that's why That's why a lot of athletes wear compression sleeves. I would think, right?
Yeah, some of it.
Because if you're getting injuries and pain that often, then you really can't go to the doctor for all of it. So compression sleeves and like other stuff that helps with your body, like elevation and massage,
Mm-hmm.
is actually really good and can help. I guess would help if you're an athlete and you couldn't go to the doctor every time something popped
The
up.
massage that you give me it definitely helps me get through the day. My lowlights, I guess, of the trip. I don't know. What would lowlights be? One is I had to sacrifice a little training time.
Yeah.
Because I try to get up in the mornings and get to the gym. But even getting up at 4:45 and making it to the gym when the gym opens at 5, still I wasn't getting a full workout in before I had to come back to wake you up to go to school. That was kind of a low light, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It just means I didn't get as much training in as I normally would, at least lifting-wise and cardio-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's been a benefit because I've been a little banged up this camp. And the other low light was probably not sleeping very much. Like mom was 3 hours behind, so we're up a lot. And even when I wasn't up, I was by the time I got you and everything done, it's 11 o'clock, and then I usually try to spend at least an hour and a half cleaning every night.
Yeah.
So I haven't really been sleeping much. But
And that's how you got the room on the other side of us done.
yeah,
On the opposite side. You had to put in some time, like, after.
and I had to put in a lot of money. I had to buy all the stupid bins. Remember? And that's the
Yes.
only thing I've edited out of all of our podcasts.
Those bins are so expensive. You had to pay like $50 for bins and like 2 pops.
I know. No, it was just it was $63 for the bins and the pop.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like, why would storage be that expensive?
Because storage is expensive. The ones I wanted were even more. They're $13 a piece, so I didn't end up getting those ones. I almost ordered them, but I didn't.
The clear ones?
The clear ones that were a little bit bigger. They were like remember when I showed you what the Target carrying thing was like? That's what they were, except they were clear and they were spaced out. So we organized all Mom's yarn. Well, I organized all Mom's yarn and put it in storage, and I put some shelves out.
It looks really cool.
It does look pretty cool. So I did all that, and then that is what it is. You know,
it'd be cool in the future
what's that?
if you actually made like wooden shelves and we could like attach them to the wall.
Yeah, when I was looking up how to store yarn, I saw a bunch of cool stuff on Pinterest.
Pinterest?
Yeah, Pinterest. I don't even know how to say it because this is the first time I ever went to the site was when I was looking for yarn. Miss Kristen suggested that I look there when I was looking for a place how to store yarn, and yeah, I looked on Pinterest, and then there was some great stuff. Some stuff I might actually like to do like wooden box frames for it. It looks really cool. You can hang them on the wall, and it looks sweet, but they're really, really expensive. But if I made them myself, I could make them a lot cheaper than they cost.
You think wood, like, if you want to do wood and then you wanted to make it like nicer, like Pinterest probably had it like look like really nice wood, right?
Yeah, I can do a really nice wood.
You would, but I think they painted it, so the paint would cost. The paint would be a cost too.
I could do it, dude. It'd be a lot cheaper. Those things were like $80 a piece, and we need like it covered a whole wall, so they'd probably be thousands of dollars. If I did it myself, I'd probably do it for a few $100s.
Yeah.
It's a huge discount in price. It'd be a lot of work though.
It would.
And I don't have any woodworking tools, but I know a guy that does.
You would have to like, Mom would be able to work in her knitting room for a few days.
Yeah. Well, she could work in the knitting room. I'd have to do it downstairs because it'd be a lot of sawdust. But when I put it up, she wouldn't be able to work in there. But now she can work in there. There's a clean area for her to knit if she needs to.
And she has
got
the
that
sewing
desk.
machine.
Yeah, she's got the sewing machine. I just need to get her a chair in there now, and we'll be all set. Or she's been looking for her own chair. Are you looking forward to your trip this weekend?
Yeah. I think my favorite part is just gonna be hanging out, and one of the highlights of that, me predicting it, was gonna be calling in for a podcast. I think that'll be fun.
We were just gonna stop doing the podcast, but Forrest really likes to do it, so we may continue to do it. We may run into some problems in the next couple of days because Forrest is going to be out of town himself, and I'm going to be here. And we have to fit in between my training schedule.
I'm only gone for 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days, really 3.
2.5.
Yeah.
2.5, 3. But
yeah, really by the time I'm going to have to come home from training and do this, so it's going to have to really work out. We're going to have to do it kind of late. So we may not have a Father-Son podcast for the next couple of days, but make sure you check out First and 11 with Forrest Dens. That's going to be coming out very soon.
it's
maybe
gonna be
today.
We're gonna be calling it First and 10 though. Just a disclaimer.
No, we're not. I'm gonna call it First and 11 with Forrest Dens, and I'm gonna put it in the write up. And we came up with a better name for this show. All right.
And the description.
Yeah, and then we're gonna do First and 11, and we are going to do a review of your draft review after the draft, or maybe we could bring a TV up here, and we could do it live. As the draft is going on, you could talk about the players, something like that.
Yes, but how will we bring a TV up here?
We'll just carry it. Oh, we need the cable though. We could take the podcast stuff into my room. We could do the podcast in my room and watch the draft.
It's on Fox, right?
I don't know.
I think it's on Fox.
We have cable in the room.
Not in your room.
In my room, we have cable.
You don't have NFL Network though. So
it's not gonna be on NFL.
Do you have
Network.
Fox?
Yeah, we have Fox. It's probably on ESPN, to be honest with you.
I think I think they only said it's on NFL Network and Fox or one of those other major channels.
What's that?
The draft. But you should have like Fox, because Fox isn't just a sports channel.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's all I got. You got anything else?
What do you think about the entire trip as like a whole?
I loved it, man. I know this sounds awful, but it was nice to spend some time with just me and you. Not that I don't enjoy having Mom around, but some of the times that we spent together were really special this time, and I'll remember that for the rest of my life. And I don't know how many more trips Mom's going to go on, but it seems like she's going to go on one right after the fight. So it'll be pretty cool.
And we usually don't get to spend this much time together.
No.
And we don't really put the time.
I'll be retiring from fighting soon. So if Mom...
It's not going to be as much training, but you're still going to do jiu-jitsu.
Right, for
and
sure.
jiu-jitsu might take over a little bit.
Yeah, but I won't have to run to the gym in the mornings and train after I train.
Or you probably should still, but
Like right now I go and I train 3 times a day on Saturday, right? That's 3 training sessions. I'm just gonna be 1. So
no, you have 2 normally.
When I'm not fighting I have 2, but I'm just gonna do 1.
You're gonna do 3 today.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 3 today, but that's fight camp training.
Yeah.
But then over summer vacation, I don't want to fight after 41. I want to fight one more time in September at Seneca. I would love to have one goddamn win at the Seneca Niagara Casino. Every time I go there, I freaking lose. But
wait, you could do it. You could do one. The closest one that's before your birthday.
It's in September. Is the next one at Seneca?
Is it before your birthday though?
I don't care. If I'm 41, I'm still gonna do it. But I would like to fight. I like that to be my last fight. So I gotta smash this guy. So they want me to fight again. First of all. So after I smash this guy, I gotta go. I want to fight on my birthday, get my record to 500, smash that dude, maybe retire unless I can get on Bellator or something. If I could get on Bellator, I'll retire in 1 second and train even harder than I've been training.
Then we definitely won't be able to do this.
Right, but it'd be fun to do one of these in summer. Have Mom do a summer trip. All right, that's it for now. That's it for the trip.
We could do these in summer more because I wouldn't have to be.
I want to thank everyone that's listened to any one of these episodes. Anyone that's listened to all of them, you are kick butt. And thank you for everything, man. My son is amazing. I really wanted the world to see him. Thank you for listening. And if you can, spread the word, man. Tell him to listen to this smarty pants 11-year-old, smarter than his old man.
I also want to thank everybody for listening because the podcast, having people listen to it and everything kind of makes it worth doing a podcast. So that's why I need to thank them. And because the podcast it's fun. And I really like to do it. And I think it allows me to talk to you better and communicate.
I think so too. And I really, really enjoyed this. All right, man. For the last time, father-son fireside chat. We're out of here. I love you to death, man.
Me too.
Hey. Here's a word of advice. When you're with a girl, don't ever say me too. Always say I love you. Okay. Serious. It matters. Verbiage matters with women. And sometimes I don't give a crap what you say. As long I know you love me. You don't even need to demonstrate it, right? Mm-hmm. But I just want you to know that too. This was my last fatherly advice for the fireside chat. All right?
And it's an Easter egg.
Yeah, sort of.
It doubles.
Yep. We're out of here. Peace!